The other drone, it's underneath the hatch, I believe, drops back down the second story, and Citizen is keeping it safe as he watches the cover. There's another ping, there's another disappear.
All the tips that will be shown here were done in the latest Pro League season across all regions. Let's start immediately as we have more than enough tips. I will separate it by the maps with the timestamps. Chalet will also be included. Clubhouse. Throw a save grenade on C2 by bouncing onto the pipes. This will make sure that you don't get killed unless they vault over.
Really don't have the assistance to try and deal with Raptors right now. They're going to go for the secondary play here. Nice nade. Oh, Otten and oh, that's exactly how it was wrote up. Good stuff from him.
Are the walls jammed? Run across it. This might also give you an idea if they place a jammer in a spot that doesn't jam the walls fully.
Virtus Pro winning Playday 1, they've lost in Playday 2. We've got Team Secret at the minute struggling to get a result here. Now, if this was to continue and train hard win, look up at the top right of your screen. We've got
A good drone sees his spot can be put over here. It's a super simple drone.
Would have won out absolutely. So at the end of the day, the Clutchmeister of Shepherd.
For all the Valkyrie mains, a basically invisible camera can be found in the kitchen, helping you to see for out of the attackers.
And shiny for the moment, and as we're reaching just past the halfway mark now, things are looking dire for Empire.
Another beautifully hidden camera can be used in the construction, helping you whenever you're defending any of the top floor objectives.
This round up, yeah, but there's still surrogates to work with, there's still side to work with. Is Jacuzzi Wall even open up?
Or if you want to see if someone is around main stairs, or possibly see for them, a camera that can only be visible if attackers turn back is a great idea.
30 seconds remaining. You've got to start thinking about the execute now, boys. Another camera.
These are such good cameras and medics. I'm sure they're probably sitting there cursing you for giving up all these.
For the late round, have you ever considered getting a free kill with a C4 from cache to catwalk?
Setup from Vitality, almost like they're aware they don't want to hold it for too long. That C4 was almost perfectly placed, but Cipher...
A lovely bullet hole mechanic can be found from gym to construction, when holding gym and the bedroom.
Don't forget, we are playing the basement sites here, so again, Empire are probably starting each and every round and just being like, another full map.
A simple but strong angle can be found if vaulted on the table and looking at the Adam stairs.
And so already with 2 kills going the way of Empire with 60 seconds still remaining, and all that was done from inside the kitchen as well, just taking those vertical angles. It's enough to say let's go for...
Or you can have Maestro's evil eyes on the ground watching drones coming through the said stairs, through the gaps.
Rogue are bringing into this particular attacking round. They've said we're being too slow, and yes, medic, shout out to you. You never miss it, you always know how to get...
If you have a fear required, an easy C4 can be done from the toilet to jacuzzi.
4 eliminated.
Through the hatch and get a 2K can be so painful. It can end rounds if you're not careful. C4 did come out, connects onto always, and Corey gets his second of the round.
A bulletproof that will waste a lot of utility if paired well can be found in the garage. It can also see the outside of the garage as well, if they breach the garage walls.
They've got to convert it.
Someone say debut, Jess.
On his debut?
On his debut? Oh, look. Even I forget the...
A lot of attackers drone garage and lounge area before entering garage. How about you playing in the oil pit and making them tilt when you kill them?
All friendlies were...
Confidently able to analyze what these teams will bring to us. So far, it's been a damn good showing, and that's...
If you want to help me such videos, or you want to talk about Siege or play 10 mans with us, make sure to join our Discord server, it is in the comments section. Since the new box has been added in the arsenal, you can have a safe and a strong angle denying dirt from the box.
Oven down to 180 instead of 200. That's all it is at the end of the round. That's all you need. This is a good kickoff to the round, though, here, eh?
This was never played before, but the defender's default anchor spot when doing gym and bedroom defense can be found behind the bomb, as it is safe from all the windows and has just a tight angle onto the construction door. You're basically the one that peeks here any gunfights.
Really well for them. I'm guessing that's what they were hoping to repeat because this is their match point now.
There is no point of having any hard C4 proofs if a simple C4 over the mattress can kill anyone by the window.
The occasional kill here and there. It's going to be an absolute flurry, and it starts off with a bang the way that you...
All that you need to do is to go slightly around this to climb on the box, for a beautiful evil eye cam. You can see a bit of the CC as well if open the right walls.
I live in EU, I'm going to have to carry him in ranked as well. I mean,
Oh, it's
come
going to
on.
be glorious. I can't wait to screenshot you going like...
A simple how to open up the CC wall with Thatcher starting off with an EMP from above. A lot of the time, getting Adam in control or anywhere vertically can be a bit time consuming, so sometimes you're left with only a few options.
Has in it whatsoever. But what I do want to talk about here is exactly the same implication on the wall happened in her aces yet again. Problem with that is you should have known that would happen. I don't understand.
Have you ever considered to check for the pre-phase drones by going on the stationary cameras? There are a lot of drones during preparation phase onto the pipes or around the cage area below the stationary camera.
So I guess you can be a bit of both.
You know what? I can see that.
A strong yokai drone can be found on the ceiling in the kitchen, and it can deny the plant in the arsenal.
Surely now in a 4 versus 1, they're not going to be able to lose this. Hysteric's cheeky yokai drone. He can actually deny the plant from that position. Stops it for now, but he knows that there's more members of Elevate pushing in. I know his position in dirt.
The last club tip will be, whenever dropping down to oil or wherever, make sure to prone beforehand, so it's harder to hit you, and you will get the style points of being funny.
Make ingress in towards site, but unable at the minute, just being held.
Consulate. Yokai drone that cannot be destroyed from console, since you can actively jump back and forth. But you also can deny the plant spot. This single-handedly won a team around.
The other drone, it's underneath the hatch, I believe, drops back down the second story, and Citizen is keeping it safe as he watches the cover. There's another ping, there's another disappear.
Spawn peeking from elevated surface is always less expected. The bullet hole or the kill cam is not there, and it is extremely hard to see a defender there.
How that one ended as Rice picked up the ace. It's also his first 5 kills of the game. Round number 4, instantly starts it up with an ace, and well...
If you know that attackers are going to rappel on the papers window, just get pulls underneath and let him get a freebie.
Opportunity with Kanto dead for Empire to rotate around a little bit and try to push from the console or yellow stairs side, but it doesn't...
I have never seen Son being in arcade denying Hibana or Ace opening up the default mirror window in break.
Playing a pretty good spot here in case any of those bits of Selma charges are popped over. They can't quite get the full read in the smoke.
Have you considered using a teammate's SPAZ drone to run out? It's Consulate. You got a little bit more monkey.
To DBNO or completely kill Virtue, so that's actually a big hit. Nevertheless, I don't expect him to be the roamer. Good use of the drone there, bad interpretation of the situation, however. And it's WT.
A must-needed angle can be found from console to toilet, from above the reinforcements.
The gun barrel there, but just can't quite pick up the shots. He just forces the man to dip himself away into a tighter angle, but Na'Vi...
A hidden yokai drone against lobby plant can be put behind the circular desk.
Onto Milan, 4 versus 2. Now he's going to go for a runaround. It is here. We spoke earlier about the potential spoiler that these things could bring. Do they even know? They must have an idea. He disrupts it. Kayak's in a 1 versus 2. He comes out, goes for the spray, downs him. Has he just saved the game from? They run round. Kayak has held it out. The plant's going down. They've saved it out. He gets him. Kayak has clutched it for them.
With 2 attackers, they can clear out anyone in the console One needs to be repelling, and the other one needs to be on the skylight with a frag grenade.
On the windows.
Oh, there come the grenades. Bibo taking a lot of damage right there for the first one. The second one comes in as well, and Aces clears off the...
Kafe, and this will be a big one. A double C4 from mining onto the piano walls. Due to destruction, anyone below the red hatch will die.
Agree. Having a Rooney, having a laser gate right next to her. It's a C4. Goodbye. Corey gets that kill. Sloth taking off the board. No entry for him this time.
You can have a C4 and bulletproof setup in Cocktail when defending fireplace and reading.
Well, not landing as there's no one left anymore on that position right there from Kavana. Still a pre-play C4 by Kendrew, waiting for...
Two tips at once. We'll have a somewhat spawn peek, waiting anyone to rappel up onto the balcony from one of the piano's window. This is more of a passive spawn peek. The other tip will be placing Mosier like this to deny drones coming through the hatch.
Okay, he's having none of it. Look at him. Look how keen he is. And he sees the back of a man. He goes back, looks for more, and gets the kill. Sleben just backing and backing and backing himself up into trouble there without...
Getting all three toilet walls electrified and to be safe from the White's window was Kaid. And all that you need to do is to put a claw onto the floor.
And this is the final round that we can go to. There won't be any more delays. We finally get to see who will be the victor here.
Or you can put it below, but it can be destroyed from the fireplace then.
So that solidified wall, or that reinforced wall, but they've spotted out the electric claw here. That's easily dealt with from outside.
Piano window is traffic one, and a lot of attackers are tunnel vision on the pixel spot. So consider proning in the mining's window to get the free kills.
Oh, they are biting back, but Empire... Oh, they lost joystick from the window from before.
Or from train. You can see all the way towards the top red stairs.
Somebody to pop up on that window. Nobody is there as of yet, but look at that from Gorgona. Oh, that is a little bit cheeky.
Really nasty.
Echo spot that can deny the evil plant spot and cannot be shot unless you get exactly under it. Can be found here.
It seems like he wants to hop into the sink. Kendrew is waiting, and 13 seconds. We talked about these cameras.
Or if you want to make the yokai even stronger, put it inside of these. We will also be able to see in the following clip a beautiful grenade from train to the double window instead of the cooking.
Well, luckily, a lot of the angles have been covered off right now, and that forces the players on the actual side for Kavana to stick on the likes of Empire, and they will be able to potentially work with that as well. As the grenade now being cooked in, will be tossed in, gets the kill as well. Anarchic just blocked off the ADS with his buddy.
A somewhat spawn peek can be found towards this balcony. The same idea as the previous passive spawn peek.
Devices on the top floor, and he finds a second. And you can see he's living.
With just one drone, you can see probably the most important areas in this map.
Well, they don't want to risk them being thought out before they can even do it. Last time they tried to...
Or as a defender, having a walkie camera by the bar that is less visible can be found over here. Or you can have a walkie camera by the fence I have destroyed.
Do quite a lot on that window without fear of a run out or being seen on cams. I have to start calling, but it's the cruel cam Croatian connoisseur. It's a lot of C's all in one sentence, but that's the way it comes out, I know.
Having a pre-phase drone in the closet can be pretty useful, as knowing if defender is in there or not gives a lot of intel what defenders will try to do.
The amount of info being brought along is the yokais once again. Now, we've seen them use...
To practice the following camera, all that you need to do in the custom is to have a camera in the skylight and pin the fence. Then just throw another camera there and you master the throw. It is that easy. This camera is extremely hard to spot, and one teams around.
So I think for Virtus Pro, they have
eyes on what's going on. This is the camera I was on about. Beautiful toss out through the skylight to get over here.
Useful Banshee table spots can be found in the bar and in the shop.
This round now, Des, there was far too much intel in the hands of the defenders. Vitality playing this well.
A somewhat funny but still useful tip is using the top of the reinforcements to quickly scan with a yokai drone if there is a taker or not.
It's a deal with both the Valkyrie and the yokai drones coming out. We've already seen a Russian team get traumatized.
The jammer by the wide doors from piano is simply said, pain in the ass for the takers. However, you can deal with it from the white's window. You still cannot see it from the window, but shooting over the wooden bars will do its job.
We want to get back to site a little bit quicker than we normally would.
A useful angle by defending basement can be found from the previous frag spot to red.
One of those is that echo on those drones. He's holding angles for now and waiting for the pop round, drops the man, and then hops back onto the drone.
But the question is how to vault onto it. Simply destroy the fan that is there and spam space for the vault prompt. I have never seen this angle used, from the cocktail all the way to piano.
With a minute left on the clock.
Well, the grenade pushes him into an awkward situation and he seems to make lemonade out of those lemons.
A rune can be paired with any C4, and especially if castle barricades. Their fists will one-shot any barricade, so timing it well can lead you to some quick C4 kills.
Have to prep the window. That's great. The C4 comes out. It's way too wide.
A good shield can be used against the skylight, but as well as the bar push.
I mean, this also went back to our very first map, if I can refer to it. Disrupt and Space Station were very close until the bitter end.
A pixel angle can be found from toilet to the new hatch drop.
Most rounds. So it's possible it won't matter on defense just as much as it didn't matter on attack.
It is Oregon time. We'll be quick this time. Warden can be useful sometimes, especially brought by the 6th pick.
Chillin'. But as smoke, he's going to be especially crucial. The very first blood for OXG is laxing, as it's been a previous 5-round streak for SSG. Pandemonium and confusion reigns, guns coming alive from both. Luke, narrow.
An interesting shield against Kid's hatch. And the meeting push.
Zulu Nath is rotated back underneath 30 seconds, secretly the last man on the site itself.
One more reason to pick Warden is to totally deny the freezer push with the following setup. Any smoke or flash, Warden be like, seriously?
Towards the site, and the map control that they hold is basically just a few avenues into the bomb sites, one of which happens to be freezer, which is
an interesting two-way floor angle from laundry all the way to the bedroom and trophy door.
Wall will be opened up. That's good coordination from SSG. C4 from the basement trying to go all the way up to the top floor. It lands, but it doesn't kill anyone.
Lately, some teams opted more for a big window and the Y-stairs push, so having this utility and a shield on the hedge just to be able to wall bang or shoot them eats from the takers, if vaulted over the big window.
Into this, it might just be big window and downstairs. We've seen that before.
I'm curious to know what the plan is.
Chalet. We have plenty of stuff here, especially as it is the newest Pro League map. First we'll have some simple but strong angle from solar to trophy window,
which has become much more popular on this site as of late.
This is a pivotal part of the map, whether you're defending the kitchen bomb site.
Following up, a prepped or proven C4 by half wall in office when doing bar and gaming hold is strong, as most attackers start the attack exactly from here.
She can use those at her discretion to try and pick up any Goyo shields that you might see in her way. As for this, Merc, not gonna do.
But if you're an attacker, knowing how to bounce the frag grenade onto the wooden beam where the yellow ping is will grant you the access to the library for free. Maybe wasting a couple of ATS beforehand.
Down go your explosives. TSM find themselves in significantly tougher spot because of that.
Beautiful nade there from Achieve though.
A strong double shield setup can be found by the library stairs and the top mezzanine.
They've been keeping Chala on intel operators and on that flex role where he can also watch.
If you have issues with dealing with a defender by snowball stairs, open the stairs above and cook a grenade. You can thank me later.
On the round, Chala's just controlling the main lobby. That's going to give good cutoff points. Nade down to the bottom of main stairs and loading takes a hole.
For a bit more angles, rappel outside of the library's single window, and you have an angle all the way to the piano's double door.
Coming into a nuisance.
Mute mains probably knew this, but you can mute most of the connector's hatch with a jammer from connector.
So isolated from the rest of his team. There's no one that was even in trading distance.
If you have issues with dealing with snow-built walls, then consider doing a rush push, holding an angles like this in the blueprints and planting by the half wardrobe.
As the breach gets opened onto Snowmobile, oh, he didn't see the drop, and that means Nest just gets a free kill straight onto Levy, and the plant can go in for Liquid.
A bit different LATAM setup on the library, just like this. It can be pretty strong.
Or an explosion other than maybe the Goyo shield in front of him, and they've got this cross that Mirage has established.
I generally dislike soft mirror windows, but not this one. You can deny all the way to dining from gaming.
But she would be obviously a critical operator here, especially aligned with a sledge and an ash.
If you are a dedicated flank watcher, consider rappelling from the outside of the fireplace.
Okay, this is not how I expected this to go. Not Bolo probably didn't either.
Nice shot there.
An interesting reverse mirror library setup, again from the LATAM teams.
We only saw a couple of the players from Team 1 sort of shuffle around, and no one from FaZe really too concerned. They are in strong.
Warden, Shield, and the wall being open can help you denying the snowball push.
So that many of these on-site defenders do have that safety.
Some teams like to extend their defense to trench, as you can always later reinforce that rotation.
Alamau is really looking to push out there on the rappel. He had Levy with the E1D as well to cover him.
Villa. If you're having issues with the shield in the top of main, try rappelling upside down and you might get an angle onto the defender.
I would say, and they're not really falling into their, well, their hand.
If attackers always manage to open up the stationary walls. Maybe having a deployable shield in split to let you play safe close to trophy to Astra Vaults will be beneficial.
Sure, you can get brave and put bodies down even amongst the vibrations that occur, but at the same time, it's...
Some vertical holds from long to main entrance when doing Gavi and games hold never hurts.
Was so dominant. Usually when you see players who are not having a good match actually pop off and make...
If you low dangerous life and you're playing library, then consider having Warden involved, as he can deny the smoke plant from above.
Above, by the way, still is, as was Fultz. Diffuser going down though, and Fultz actually sees right through it. Oh my.
A few more vertical angles can be found from Avi to Piano or Art Studio.
Already moving their way, and that is, of course, until just now, and Anthony does, in fact, get himself a potential exchange.
Interesting NA setup with one of the study vaults being opened, and two fully games to Avi vaults being opened, and two more deployable shields.
Bar area towards planes, and they put that deployable shield there with the soft breach next to Anthony so that you can actually see people's feet inside of study. If anyone crosses...
Or if you want to play extended Avi and games, having a deployable shield like this, reinforcements and rotations or angles can give attackers a nightmare.
A dimensão tá bufada também com a parte que era pra Latam também vai ser.
And for the final map, Coastline, we'll have a unique hook elevated to jungle's spawn peak.
It's Gavana right here, with Sloth going for a very aggressive spawn peek, able to pick him up. Sloth.
Oh, he's
dirty.
Also, if pool window is not open, you can smoke off hookah, stairs, and pool with smoke.
Smasher picks up that double kill, so that means they now have control of cool vibes and they have the opportunity to try and go for the push right there.
A simple C4 through from lobby to lobby window, a somewhat traffic window for the attackers.
Window a while, couldn't quite catch anybody, but the C4 doesn't catch him either. A big blow of utility.
A pixel angle for defenders is being pushed from the office. Guarantees 3 kills.
Very strong hold right now for DZ, but something has to give. We still have a lot of utility on the offense to burn through, as well as...
And the final tip for today. 90 to penthouse angle, denying default blind spot.